Sive here with ForexPeaceArmy.com. Let's finally take a look at the cryptocurrencies. So first I would like to start with an announcement that this is the end of the month, and as usual we prepared a new monthly fundamental report. You could find it as usual in the blog section in our forum, on our site. So you just need to go to blog and choose my thread here, and you will get it for March 2026. So we think that this report is quite important because we are currently stand at some equilibrium points where, by our view, upside reversal might start. So Bitcoin has really great chances to do this, and fundamental background that we see currently also looks supportive. But this is because this is the fundamental reasons for that. It might be a bit extended in time. Market could show the choppy action, but in general, in area around 55, 50, 60, this is an area where theoretically the bottom should be formed. If you would like to know more about this reversal, what particular points we are waiting for, why we think that might happen, forecasting view of other analysis, so you could read the report. I think that it might be interesting to you. This time it's not really big to read, but a lot of, well, important moment, and actually there are some thoughts that are not quite obvious. So if you will surf in the media, you hardly will find this information. Now let's see what is going on in a short-term perspective on the charts. So starting as usual from the weekly, here I do not see any big changes. Our major pattern that actually is determinant factor for next downside action, and it's actually the cornerstone of the current scenario, is a bearish grabber that's just taken out of this top. That's actually the reason why we still keep the 52 target on the table. In instance, take a look very close to the weekly oversold area. So this performance that I see this week absolutely doesn't hurt the bearish context that we have here. The same we could say about daily. We keep this picture already for a few months probably, and currently performance looks absolutely similar what we have here. Retracement, minor pullback here in this one as well. I do not see any actually step out from the plan. The way how market performs here, difficult to call as a bullish. No significant patterns we have here based on the MACD. The grabber that has been formed has been erased. Now market stands with the bearish trend. So everything goes well here. That's our target. It's actually based on the major ABCD pattern here. On the lower time frame, on the 4 time frame chart, I wouldn't call it as a bullish performance. So yes, market has shown some bounce here, but then it just stopped and now turns to the sideward action. Now it looks like kind of the wedge pattern that to me looks bearish. So here's once again, we do not have any clear patterns. The grabber that has been formed already completed here. So market now turns trend to the bearish. Nominally, you could recognize, you could argue, and you could recognize that, take a look here, we actually have the hand shoulders on the hourly chart. So let's go long. Well, yes, you are right that we have the hand shoulders pattern in place, but there is an important nuance with this hand shoulders pattern. Take a look how the right arm is forming. I have no absolutely questions to this type of action. It's great. Starting of the head was great, fast acceleration. Then market started forming the right arm, great, bottom on right arm, return back to the neckline. And what happened next? Market has not broken the neckline to the upside, although it should do this. Instead of that, it just dropped down. This is not a good sign for the hand shoulders. Of course, it doesn't tell you that it definitely will fail, but this is signs of weakness. Since in general we are preparing for a long-term investment around 52 area in the current moment, I do not want to take the long position, although it is not forbidden. You can see here we have catalyst to buy. Your risk will be very small. So for instance, if you will buy here, your stop has to be placed below the shoulder. But personally, I don't like this, and I do not like the way how it happens. So you can see this some kind of acceleration down, and together with this shape, it looks more bearish to me rather than bullish. Besides crude oil prices once again keep going higher. The fake news around the Western media agencies really stands high, so everybody start talking about negotiations, that almost question is done, that probably the war is completed. Now it's turning really fast. In reality, there is no negotiations. There's no end of the war, and this actually, the moments when the crude oil starts rising again, it makes stunning effect of the market, because they are reading news, they are come down a bit, preparing for good times, but no good times are coming, and starts once again. Here's might be the same story. That's why, on the current circumstances, personally, I don't want to take any long positions. But as I said, this is up to you. If you'd like to, you could try. Market is very choppy right now. Everything is possible. So that's probably all for now. Let's see what will happen, and return back to the subject on Monday as usual.